What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And here we are on the eve of another monumental drop. I am going to give you my thoughts and opinion and share my strategy of the DC Cover Girls 2 drop that will be happening, as you can see here when I took this screenshot, 12 hours, 14 minutes, and 28 seconds at the time of this video. All right, so as usual, I've been super busy, and if you don't know, we've had a humongous amount of snow out here in the lovely Midwest. I think we got about 18 inches of snow dumped on us in a matter of 48 hours, and I've been shoveling and plowing and breaking my back and getting a great workout in clearing driveways and trying to make do in all of this snowy, powdery white stuff mess. Okay, so we're going to get onto the Medium site here and talk about each of these 4 items. And as you know, it is a blind box drop. For those of you who are new, blind box means that if you're lucky enough to get one of these items on the drop, you won't know what you'll get. It will be one of the 4 varieties here: the Batgirl Common, the Wonder Woman Uncommon, the Supergirl Rare, and the Harley Quinn Ultra Rare. This is just going to be humongous, and I hope that I'm lucky enough to snag one. I have been having the most luck on blind box drops. I have had 0 luck on the comic drops and on regular drops. I think I'm batting a big fat 0 for the regular drops and for the comic drops. But I've had a lucky streak that I hope will continue tomorrow, because I've got to have these items, and there are only 4. So there is a chance, if prices don't get outrageous, that you could complete a set if you're one that likes to complete sets. Now we will dive in to the Medium site and check out the details. Let's square this up here a little bit. Here we are, DC Cover Girls 2, 8 a.m., and that is what, Mountain Time or whatever it is. It's 10 a.m. here in the Midwest in the great state of Missouri, in Jefferson City, where I reside, in the capital city. Shout out to all my international viewers. We've got some great folks in countries all over the world that are watching now, and I want you to recruit more and help to represent your country. So we've got folks here from Spain. Hola. We've got people from France. Como talez-vous? We've got people from Argentina, from Mexico, from the Netherlands, from Canada, from Germany, from Great Britain, and all over the United States. So welcome aboard. And if you are also India, we have India, we have is it Dubai? I think we've got a great friend, a long-term person in my regular crypto group who joins us from Dubai. But shout out your country in the comments and let me know where you are viewing from. Now, let's jump straight on in and look at the details of these, and then I want to give you my opinion and insight, which is definitely not financial advice, as I don't know what your financial situation is. Be careful and don't overextend yourself and spend money that you cannot afford to either lose or have to sit on for upwards of a year, because we can't cash out yet, and unless you're an experienced flipper or an experienced seller like I am, where I can sell on eBay or make direct personal connections and sell items for USDT, USDC, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever, be careful. Now, the first one is Batgirl the Common, and this, to me, is one of the best looking Batgirls. This is awesome, totally awesome, and I think that it might outdo the Batgirl sitting on the safe, which is currently on the market at 350 gems. So Batgirl is our common, 60 gems is the price, and there are 13,777. I love the artwork. I think it's really cool. We've got the first appearance of a bat. Maybe we get an FA just for the bat. Probably not going to happen. But this is very cool artwork. I love the color scheme, and I love the realness of this statue, if you want to call it that. Figurine, how about that? It is very photorealistic. Next, we have the piece de résistance, en français, if I may. And it is the second time that we see Wonder Woman on the app. I'm going to tell you what. This is my favorite piece of all of them. This is the one that no matter what, I will come away with if I have to buy it on the market. If I have to sit there and press buy over and over and over again for hours after this drop, I will get this. A lot of people complained that the first appearance Wonder Woman was too cartoony. I love the DC Artist Alley version of Wonder Woman. I think it's great. But I think this one is even better. I don't complain about the first one, but this one I must have. I have 3 Wonder Women from the DC Artists Alley, which is sitting at a floor price of 1,000 gems. If this thing goes bananas, which I hope it does not, I hope it comes out of the box at maybe 500, 600 gems on the market. If it doesn't go crazy, I will probably sell a Wonder Woman in exchange for this one. I may also, if it's cheap enough, if it's 500 or less, I'm going to pay cash for it. I'm going to grab it. And if there's a chance after, let's say, if I pay cash for one for 500 bucks and it stays there, I'll sell one of my other 3 Wonder Women and I'll trade that in for 2 of this one because I think this will have extreme future value. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Okay? It's a guess. Nobody knows what these will end up being price-wise. If there are people out there on the YouTubes who claim, oh yeah, I know what the price of this thing's going to be. I can tell you down to the dollar. They're lying and they're trying to get clout. All right? You should go for what you enjoy and then just sit on it and let that value increase. So there's the Wonder Woman, my favorite. Let me know if you agree with me that this is a favorite. We'll have 10,777 as the uncommon. I think that in the past, when we've had the common being the number one, eclipsing all others, this is not going to be the case. I think this common is going to do great. But it's not going to outshine Wonder Woman. I just don't think it will. Now, let's move right on along to the amazing Supergirl. Again, there were people that complained that they did not like Supergirl on DC Artist Alley. I have one. I should have gotten a pile. I should have stacked them when they were 50, 60 gems. When they sat there on the market before she made a move to the current floor price of 125 gems. This Supergirl is not going to hang around at that low of a price. That's my prediction. Don't hold me to that. That's just my thought. Reason being, it's more photorealistic, but it's a combination of photorealism and a little bit cartoony. You know, the face is really made up and it's kind of glossy a little bit, but I think that this is a prettier version of the first Supergirl, which is on the market right now, I think sitting above 1,000 gems. And I think this one is going to overtake our ultra rare. I just have a feeling because I love the art of this. I like the pose, the big smile. What a beautiful smile on this one. And it just has a glow about it. This is a beautiful piece of art here, and I think that she is going to be a club banger. She will be up in the club. How many do we have of the rare? 7,777. If I have to flip a few things in the market, I probably will sell some items that I have stacked up, and that's why I stack. So then I have enough for future use to trade in on things that I think are going to be tremendous on the market. Last, but certainly not least, we have the ultra rare, and it is the Harley Quinn. Here it is, very similar to the previous artwork that we have seen with the big pop gun and the same fool's outfit. We have the court jester, the court fool, whatever you want to call that, in the same color scheme as the Harley Quinn red, black, and white, or red, white, and black, whatever you call it, in that series. Since it is the ultra rare, it's definitely going to come out of the box holding value. There are 4,777. Since Harley Quinn is so popular, I think that it is a toss-up here as to which one is going to take the top value. If I had to guess, I would say it's going to be a very close call. I'm going to really step out there and say that this is your number one piece right here for future value, because this is only the second Wonder Woman that we have seen, and there are several Harley Quinns that are on the app, especially from season 1. I have 2 of the Babs Tar. I have 1 of the Guillaume March. I have 2 or 3 of the common on the series 2. I have 4 of the uncommon, and I have 2 of the rare. I don't have any ultra rare. So there are a lot of those that are on the market already. So we are not talking about a first appearance here. And that is why I think that both Supergirl and Wonder Woman have a chance of jumping up over Harley Quinn. Now, as we saw in the DC Artist Alley, we had the common that blew by everything, including the ultra rare, which was the Hawk Girl that is still languishing around 300 gems, while the common, the Wonder Woman, is at 1,000 gems even. And then, of course, we had Supergirl that is sitting at 125. And then, of course, we have the Batgirl, which is very cartoony, and people are kind of having mixed thoughts about that Batgirl, where they think it's too cartoony. But as I always tell people, in the future, what's going to happen is the items that are long forgotten are the ones that are going to end up being club bangers. Case in point, Batgirl from season 1 that sat on the app forever at $39.99. And now, after it's sold out, it's jumped up to 250 gems. I'm going to scroll down on my phone, and I'm going to check the price on the DC Artist Alley just to let you know, so we can do a quick little shop and compare. And you can't compare these directly, but Supergirl, the cartoon version, is at $125. Batgirl, the cartoon version, is sitting at 69 gems. And then Wonder Woman, the cartoon version, the low price right now is $9.99 and 69 cents. So basically a 1,000 floor. And the whole first page of the first Wonder Woman is lined up at 1,000. And then the second page is lined up at 1,100. And then third page goes to 1,200. So that's my thoughts. I would love to hear what you think. Now that we have finished all of these, I tell you what, I just can't get over these. I've got to have these 2. I will have it. I'm going to give you a report after this drop, and I'm going to tell you I'm scooping up these 2. I'm going to pull out the stops, and I will come away with the victory on these 2 items. So while we finish up here, and I'll just leave it on this screen of this one. As a matter of fact, we'll just leave it on the screen, the original here showing all 4. I'd like to give you a preview and talk about all of these shorts that I uploaded to YouTube here recently. And I'm going to give you some numbers. I'm going to talk about what the count was for each of these items. Let's just jump over to my channel on my phone and the videos. And here we go. There's one video that really outperformed every other one of my 60-second shorts, and that was stacking cheap VeVe NFT comics that 20x in price, which had 1,100 views and the most requests for me to do a deep dive. I've been really busy stacking up comics. You will get the full report. I'm going contrarian, and I'll tell you this. I am not a comic expert. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to comics. So what I'm doing is stacking what the people are ignoring. All I know is this. If it has a Spider-Man on it, I'm going to stack it. If it's something that is new, unique, significant, then I'm going to stack it. And I've got some that I've put 4 together, some 6, some 8, some 10, and one of the Spider-Man comics, I have 12. And it is really ramping up my overall collection. So now I am sitting at a total of 768 items on the app, and I am heavy on comics. Half of my collection is probably comics, and it looks like I'll probably be hitting my goal. Well, it's a new goal. I didn't think I'd ever get to this, but I may cross that barrier of 800 items by the end of this month. And so unless something crazy happens, we get a big spike and I start to sell things. So that's coming up. And then I will have the Voltron report and everything else that I promised. It's coming up. Promise you, I will get that done. Good luck on the drop. I'll come back tomorrow with yet another video. And I'll talk about the next drop that we have right around the corner. They are hitting us left and right, and they're not letting up at all. So the next drop after the Cover Girls is not actually on the app, but it's the Strange Dragon, whatever it is. I think it's coming up on Sunday, but we'll talk about that. I'm not too well versed on the artist and on those items, but I'm sure it's going to be a great drop if you are looking to accumulate. That's all I've got for now. And please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Also, last but not least, I'll have another deep dive, long form strategy video coming your way in the next few days. The last time I did that, I did like a 25-minute deep dive, and I got an overwhelming response that you found it valuable and you liked it. So you'll be able to pick my brain. You can ask questions of what you'd like to know in the deep dive of what you want me to cover, and I will do a deep dive. And, this is the last thing I promise. No more after this. How would you like to have a live stream where I cover the charts of the items and show you my technical analysis of certain popular items, where I give my opinion, which is not fact, my opinion of where they are with the positioning of their movements? In other words, are they close to a breakout? Are they in consolidation zone? Are they in a period of distribution after a blow off top? I can do a live stream, and maybe we'll do requests or something like that, where you can request an item. I can pull it up and tell you where I think it is within the 4 phases of the chart. And if you don't know technical analysis, there are 4 phases of all crypto stocks, and including these VeVe items. They go through 4 phases of development that cycles over and over and over again. Well, thanks for watching. Shout out your country, comment on your favorites, and we will see you next time, and good luck on the drop. Let's get it.